Hello my loves, today is going to be the start of a new vlog in which I let a spinner wheel decide what I will be reading. A spinner wheel along with my kiddos. So both of my nieces and my son will be picking via the spinner wheel. I have all of the titles written down on the spinner wheel that I am eager to read, have been putting off. You know, there's just a kind of a combination of things on the spinner wheel, and you guys will see it when I insert the clips of them spinning. All right, today I have my lovely assistant Chloe who's gonna spin the wheel for me. Oh, Spark of the Everflame. All right, as you guys have seen, our first spin is Spark of the Everflame. Now, this is on our fantasy bingo, my 25 books I want to read in 2025. This is the book that I am supposed to be annotating and sending to my friends. So I'm very excited that this came up, and I don't remember what I replaced on the board. I know that something else went on the board. You guys will see the board the next time that we spin. So I am very much looking forward to this. Now, what I know of this is that this book is not great. Most people who read this give it a 3.5 average rating, but they say the follow-up books are 5 stars across the board. So I really want to get into this series and see how I like it. And if I'm kind of feeling iffy midway through, I'm going to go ahead and push through, because I have heard, like I said, this series just gets better and the rest of the books are like 5 stars. I know everyone is eagerly awaiting the final book of this series, so I just need to get into it and see what my thoughts are on it. I guess I will check in with you guys a little later. All right, here we are. It is the next morning, so yes, I'm still in the same shirt because it's what I slept in. And I have my ham and cheese sandwich. I have my Panera Mexican street corn soup. I'm about to settle in with my book. But last night I did get to page 147 of Spark of the Everflame. I'm annotating my bookmarks, not really where I am. And as you can see, I've got some tabs. I've got some Post-its with little notes. I'm dropping things. So I have to say, I went in this with very low expectations because of what I've heard from everybody else. And I am really enjoying it. I mean, it's slow moving, it's character driven. There's not a whole lot of romance to speak of, though I do like that our main character is actually interested and invested in a relationship at the start of this. And so whatever may be happening with the Descended and her role in all of that, she has a life. She has a life. It's a good life. And she's just curious about what is going on around her. There are bigger things going on around her that she can't seem to explain. There are things going on with her that she can't seem to explain. And her mother has gone missing. So it's interesting. I'm really liking it. I don't quite see why everyone is giving it such low ratings, but it's a quick read. Like I said, I got almost 150 pages in last night. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, because like I said, there's not a whole lot going on yet, but it's all intriguing enough that I am enjoying my time with it. So we'll see, but this does get me really excited for what is to come, because I know a lot of people rate the further books in this series 5 stars. So if this is a 3.5 or a 4, I can't imagine how good the next few are going to be. And I might just have to order the whole series. I've done that before, even without reading the first book. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I will let you guys know when I get further into it. I'm going to eat my lunch, continue reading, continue annotating. I'll see you in a few. Oh, also, if I don't have any B-roll, I apologize. I am not feeling well, having some PCOS, PMDD issues, so I'm not really leaving the house, and basically don't have anything to do because we're post-vacation. So it might be a little boring on the B-roll front if I was to try and take any B-roll. Maybe I'll get my dog in a couple clips or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll burn that bridge when we get there, right? All right. Okay, guys, hear me out. I just finished Spark of the Everflame. I just read a 300-page prologue, and I loved it. I am obsessed. I am so completely obsessed. I don't think I have liked a romantasy quite as much as this. And I don't think I have liked character dynamics quite as much as this. And then the ending, oh my gosh, the ending kind of saw it coming, not gonna lie. But I was not prepared. I was not prepared for the way that it happened. And I have already ordered a very pretty edition of this book because I'm about to send this one on its way. And I have also ordered the second book. And if my next update is that I have started the audiobook of this, I'm sorry. But I do have a spin for you guys. So let's get to that. I totally forgot that I didn't say anything else about the book other than I am obsessed. So let's talk about it. We have a girl who has been forced to take this powder for her entire life, told that she has hallucinations and things like that, and this powder stops the hallucinations. And so she goes along with it. She becomes a healer in her world, and she's told never to talk to the descended. And her mother keeps her away. Everybody knows that she's not allowed to interact with the descended. And the descended are like godlings. They are the children of the gods, and mortals and them are not allowed to mix, none whatsoever. Like, their children are killed if they have children. And there is a very big disparity between the mortals of the world and these godling children. And so she stays away until her mother goes missing. And then when her mother goes missing, she decides that she is going to go help the descended, go be a healer in the descended palace. And this is exactly what she has been told not to do her entire life. So she ends up meeting the prince, and they have a kind of back and forth, and you can tell that there's a little spark of something there, but she already has a boyfriend. So it's not like she's interested in this guy. In fact, that's the last thing on her mind, and she finds him to be a complete arrogant asshole. So she wants nothing to do with him, besides the fact that her mother's always told her to stay away from these people, okay? And things happen where she ends up involved in more descended politics than she anticipates. She gets wrapped up in a rebellion against the descended and everything, even while she is trying to fulfill her oath as a healer. I don't know why I can't talk right now. And so this keeps dragging her back to the castle, and things go from there. But I really liked the dynamics between the characters in this. I like the dynamics between Diem and her brother. I really like the dynamics between Diem and her boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, because he does at one point propose. And then her and the prince. I just really liked the relationships in this. This does read like a 300-page prologue. I've heard that criticism before, but I was not bothered by it. I enjoyed every single minute of it. Oh, my dog is pushing my arm. Sorry. But I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And like I said, I've already ordered the next book. Okay, last time we had Spark of the Everflame, and I have replaced it with Snow Crash up at the top, as you can see. And my lovely assistant Lainey will be helping me with this spin. Natural Beauty. My niece has landed on Natural Beauty, and I'm kind of excited for this. I mean, my book's not going to be here till tomorrow, so I might not start that anyway, but I have been looking forward to trying this author, and I do have her newest book as well, but Natural Beauty is one that I have heard nothing but great things about, so I'm very excited to get to it. By Ling Ling Wang, I believe. Ling Ling Wang. Not sure. At this moment, my brain is completely obsessed with Spark of the Everflame. So I am going to check in with you guys whenever I get further along in Natural Beauty. Hey, good morning. I just finished Natural Beauty. I was going to check in halfway, but then I ended up reading most of it in the middle of the night because I couldn't sleep. This one, I have to say, I was not the biggest fan of. I gave it 3 stars, so it's kind of mid for me. The writing was good, so I'm still looking forward to reading Immaculate Conception when I get to it. But the beauty industry is not exactly horrific to me. Like, I understand that there are some things that go way off base. Like, I've heard about the use of placenta in some of the beauty ingredients that a lot of people have started to use. But, you know, I didn't find anything about this horrific, and seeing as how I'm not going to say nothing about it is horrific because there is a lot of body horror in this, but it was never scary to me. And this is another one of those books that is literary horror, and I've liked some of them and I've not liked some of them. I do like body horror. The Troop by Nick Cutter is one that I really enjoy. And so I don't know. I just didn't really like this one that much. It was fine. There were some good moments. There were some weird moments. There were some sexual moments. Like, be prepared. There's a lot of sex in this story. And then the ending was not that great to me. So I don't know. I'm still looking forward to Immaculate Conception. Like I said, I do think that I will have a better chance with that one. It's a trope that I'm very interested in exploring. And I had liked the idea of natural beauty. It's not like I went into it thinking I wouldn't like it, but I think I'm going to avoid topics like this in the future. I know that there are a couple of them. Rouge by Mona Awad. There were a few of them that came up whenever I finished this that were compared to natural beauty, but I don't know. It just wasn't the greatest for me. So let's get into our next spin. All right, here is our next spin. The Crimson Crown. Okay, I'm totally excited. This is a book that's on my 25 to read in 2025, The Crimson Crown by Heather Walter. I really, really liked Malice when I read it. I didn't read Misrule though, because everybody told me that I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like the way it ended. And I really wanted to keep Malice alive in my brain as a favorite. And so I just never read Misrule. But this is a retelling of Snow White, I believe. Yeah, Snow White's Dark Queen tells her side of the story in this queer, witchy reimagining of the classic fairy tale. Looking forward to this quite a bit. I always love a good retelling. I always love a dark retelling, and Malice was dark. That was one of the reasons that I really enjoyed it. So let's see what Heather Walter does with Snow White and the evil queen. Looking forward to it quite a bit. Okay, so I figured I would walk you through the wheel real quick. The Counselor is on my R Fantasy Bingo. Silver Under Nightfall, which is the one I just replaced after The Crimson Crown, is on my 25 to read in 2025. When the Wolf Comes Home is an anticipated release. Shield of Sparrows is a recent purchase. The Lamb, also a recent purchase. Snow Crash is on my 25 to read in 2025. The Daughter's War is on my R Fantasy Bingo. The Retreat is a book that I just need to get read. I have put it off. It's a series that I need to continue on with. Against All Gods is on my 25 to read in 2025. And The Book of Witching is on my 25 to read in 2025. Okay guys, here I have to be completely honest. I am reading The Crimson Crown and I am not really enjoying it. I think it's a mood thing though. I think it's too slow. I'm not in the mood for a witchy book, and so I'm going to soft DNF this one. I am gonna go ahead and spin the wheel again and see what we get, but I have to say my mood could be affecting my reading right now, and I'm not sure how selecting another book will go. I might just end up having to mood read. I might just mood read. I might just mood read for this vlog, and I will select a book and let you know what it is I'm gonna pick. I don't know right now, but I will be back in just a minute or two and let you guys know. Well, much quicker than that for you guys, but let's find a book to read. So I told you guys that I was going to mood read, and I have. I picked up Den of Liars from Libby. It's one of them that I needed to go ahead and read because Libby had said it was ready for me to pick up. And I have to say, I don't know if I like this. I don't think I was prepared for it to be urban fantasy. I think I was expecting it to be more high fantasy, and it kind of is. But it talks about guns and like a place that I think it's New York City. I don't know. I'm so lost in the world building of this book. But magic exists. It's a thing. They're talking about how they use the magic, and they're in a casino as part of this. It's kind of reminding me of Phantasma with the trials that our main character is having to go through. But I don't like how modernized it is. Like, I don't I wish we would have been whisked away to a different world. I don't know. It's not really working for me in that aspect. However, I am liking our main character, and dude, I don't know if I like the main male character. He seems like a cartoon villain. Now, we are getting to know him a little bit better, so things are becoming more clear about who he is, what he wants, and all that stuff. The ties to the main character and the main character's brother, and the main male character's brother, like, it's really weird. It's very convoluted to me right now, and I don't know if I like it. This does have the potential to be 4 stars if it changes some of the aspects that are bugging me right now. But right now I'm looking at like a 3-star for this one. I just don't know what about it is not working for me. I can't tell you if it is the urban aspect. I can't tell you what exactly it is that's not working for me, but something is not working. And we'll see when I finish it. All right, good morning. So today, let's talk about Den of Liars. Lordy, I did not like this one. I didn't like it at all. Ended up giving it 2 stars. I was very much looking forward to a mood read, as you guys kind of saw. And so obviously I went romantasy, competitions, things that were like super buzzwordy for me. I don't know if I am burning out on romantasy or if it was just this book. My feelings haven't really changed since my last check-in. I think I told you guys that I wasn't connecting with the characters. I didn't really like the setting. The setting was very ambiguous. The world building was not good at all. And the chemistry between our main characters was not great. So I felt like at moments we were supposed to care about what was going on with our main character, and I didn't. And then the brothers, I don't know. There was something very cartoony villain about the liar, and that didn't rub me the right way at all. So I don't know. I'm just kind of at a loss here, other than to say I didn't like it. Now, it managed to earn a star for the fact that the writing actually was pretty decent. And so I gave it good marks for that. But I think everything else about this book I just didn't enjoy. So I hate to end the vlog on a sour note, but that is all we have time for. And that's it for this video. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.